Hello everyone. So this is what we will ultimately get when we do our next round, which will be in this video here. So one, two, three, four, fifth round. Let's see, what can I say about this? This will be use your off-white cream color here. Double crochet all the way around. Obviously pairs of threes here, and then you can chain one or two. Just be consistent on your square. I just chained one. I don't know why, but you can also chain two. I've done chain two before, and it just makes a really sharp corner, which is fine. It depends on your gauge, your how you crochet. If you need to do two instead of one. What else can I say again? So normally, if I was doing some fancy dancy contest here, I don't know, county fair or something, and I was doing a piece, I would probably block them. And blocking is where you pin them, your blocks into place to get them to, even though this is acrylic, cotton would be more, or other natural fibers would probably have some, would be ready to absorb humidity and all that, and expansion of those of the components of, well, what's the word I'm looking at? But anyway, just the material of what it is. Acrylic is basically, in, I just always like to call it plastic, basically. So these are acrylic filaments, but they are pliable on the molecular level. They are really stretchy and bouncy. So when you pin them, they will actually gain that square shape and retain it if you stretch them and leave them out forever, how long that takes. I tend not to really do blocking much, but I at least want all of you folks to be aware what blocking is if you have not. Just because you might come across it as a requirement in some piece you're doing. Again, I find blocking very practical with natural fibers, just because they do change in with humidity, whatever your environment is. So blocking, you can probably get to be cheap, you can also just get a piece of wood that is the dimensions, or a little bit bigger the dimensions of your crocheted granny square piece, and then put screws in the corners, and then get these gaps over the corners or over the screws or nails, and have them kind of give it a little, ever so slightly, some stretch to do the blocking. Or you can buy the blocking somewhere, craft store, Amazon, and such. So the nature of my piece is not to be submitted to somewhere to be judged, so I'm probably just not going to even bother with the blocking. So that's my spiel on blocking real quick. Oh, what else can I say? So get your cream color ready. And so actually, you don't do all your squares like this. You're only going to do one, and that's why I'm not showing this video so early on in the class. Maybe this is for second week, just so you can take a peek at it, this video, because out of, I meant to actually draw out a grid. Imagine I have grid paper right in front. Imagine I have grid paper here. Your piece will be, our goal is going to be 6x6 or more, but no matter what size we make, the upper corner, you will always have one square done all the way around. Now we will no longer do squares completely around. We just need one, because we're starting the upper left hand corner. Now when we start making our squares and we start doing this border around them, this is left side going right, and we're going to attach them going to the right. So the next square will be here. Ta-da. Oops, that's the back. So we do our next square, and we are going to crochet this border on here, and we are going to start, see how it's exposed here, exposed here, exposed here, but it's adjacent to this cream color. That means when I crochet around this, I'm going to crochet one side, two side, third side, and then connect it here. So I'm going to leave this open, and then we'll do the join as you go. I just want to give you a preview of that. That'll be in another video when I do the join. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to how to crochet around your first piece. I'm hoping we're all advanced enough that I can tell you, but I'm going to be nice and have a walkthrough with this, just like how we did all the other sides. So this will be the easiest round, should be, because we're just going to do double crochets around it. So get that onto your crochet hook. You can see here's the corner down here where I joined. Whenever I add another color or anchor another piece of yarn here, I always like to start it somewhere else other than where I joined it, just so it draws your eye away from all one side of joining, color change, swapping, all that fun stuff. Because if you look closely, you will see that there's not a stitch here. It's just a chain 5 there. If you eventually you do enough of this, you'll just see it. So I'm just going to go and start on the opposite side. So as I mentioned when I did this in another video, this what is this, Celadon light green color, sage actually I guess is the name of the color. I'll always join doing a half corner. That's kind of like my method. You don't have to necessarily follow that, but I'm just going to show what I do. So go ahead and get that on your hook and then do the whole anchoring method here. So let me get the working into your yarn. Okay, yarn over and pull through to anchor that. Okay, so we're anchored, and let's see, chain 3, because we're doing double crochet, or is it 4? Well, chain however works for you. I'm going to chain 3. For some folks, I mean, I might need a chain 4 depending on your gauge here. I do kind of tightly, so I'm going to go and do 3 for myself. And then we're now going to do double crochet. This counts as 1 stitch, so go ahead and start your double crochet. 2 of them, so 1 double crochet, yarn over first, remember. Insert your hook through that corner space, bring it up, and you only have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through the first 2, yarn over, pull it through the last 2, and that's your double crochet stitch there. So here is my corner. I'm mimicking what I did down here. In group of 3, so yarn over, go into your next space here, and it really is that simple this round. You're going to do double crochet all the way around in groups of 3. Is like a granny square. Now we're into doing the granny square method. Granny squares traditionally will just 3 stitches in your spaces there. Okay. And then I think I'll just show this next corner and we should be good, and you can repeat it. Don't want to make this a long video. It's pretty simple now. I think it would be boring to watch me do this all the way around. But once I get to this corner, you'll apply it to the next corners. Okay, so we're coming up on the first corner here. Into that corner space here, we'll work our first group cluster, whatever, of, oh, I don't like that big gap there. There we go. Let me do this over again. One, 2, 3, and then you're going to chain to begin the corner turn. I'm just going to chain 1 kind of big chain. Some people, you might need to chain 2 depending on how you crochet your gauge here. I'm actually think I'm using purposely a size hook that's bigger than normal because I crochet too tight, and I want my stitches to have some fluffiness, to not be so abrasive with this yarn. It's not the softest yarn, but this yarn, Loops and Threads, the Michaels brand, is actually much softer than the Red Heart, the Red Heart original classic one. Oh gosh, I wasn't verbalizing everything. What? Okay, so once I did that chain, you keep going 3. So I did 3 here, and then keep working into your gaps. On the Crochet One channel on my YouTube here, I posted a video for the Granny Square for Crochet One, so you can review that if you need to. So now we're going to keep working in these gaps here. Groups of our 3. Okay, so what I did here at this corner, I will repeat here in this corner. Maybe I'll just show one more. I'll show this one more time, and then feel free to keep going along, rewatch this video, set it back. If you get to a corner, if you feel like you still are not sure what's happening or don't have the confidence yet. Okay, so I'm coming up on the corner. This is the corner join, and let's see, make sure I get in the right spot. There we go, this one here, right in the middle. So go in that corner and just do like you have been doing. Group of 3 double crochet. Chain 1 or 2, just be consistent. Yarn over. I'm going to crochet over this tail of the sage, so I don't have to weave it in later or hide it later. We'll just be ready to go to be snipped. The next group of 3 in the same corner space, because it's a corner we're working on. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. So I think I will leave it at that, and you all folks should have this down. Just repeat this again on the next corner, and then I'm going to go ahead and cheat here and act like I'm here at this corner. So when you're here, you will crochet your last 3, and then chain 1, and then join at the top here of that next row. Some people, ideally, you join in the top of your chain 3 or 4. I've noticed gets kind of tight, so it doesn't ruin anything, in my opinion. It's just a chain and into the top of the next stitch here. I always point that out. I think it's fine to do that. I haven't had any issues. And then we will end up with this piece here, and ta-da, and then you just go ahead and fasten it off like I've shown in the class. And that's pretty much it for that last round. And the next rounds we do on these other ones, we will join, and I'll show you how to do the crochet as you go join. So that is it. Everyone have a good one. See you later.